What's going on, Clusterfuck Coalition? My name is Crozan's Clusterfuck, and today I'll be reviewing Pirates Mutiny Old Salt. The profile for this one is vanilla custard, but in no way, shape, or form is that meant to say that it's simple, because there's a lot of complexity going on here. I'll be doing this review using my Voltro 30mm version 2 limited edition and the Dopo Odin DNA 250. The same build I have in here is the one from my previous review, the 2837 Stags. So let's have a few vaves and talk about it. I'm next to this my 200 watts, by the way. .42 resistance. So, Old Salt is the one that started it all. This is Captain Josh's debut flavor in the Pirates Mutiny line, with the aforementioned line being a whole lot of hell yes. There's not one bad flavor in the line or on the menu. Some of them may not be for you, but all of them are for me. If anyone within the Clusterfuck Coalition is familiar with Grant's Vanilla Custard, this one is one that I would say stands above any other vanilla custard that you'll ever have, while keeping a nostalgic factor, mind you. There's definitely some vaping nostalgia, and I'll go back to a few of my previous reviews, those reviews being Flogging and Whirlpool, where I talked about like the fabled strawberries and cream vape. Well, the vanilla custard itself is that's a fabled vape in and of itself. So yeah, this is something that brings back like those old school vanilla custards, while being something that's new as well. It's something that's often been duplicated, that being Grant's Vanilla Custard, but never replicated. Like I said, Old Salt is a vanilla custard that stands above and beyond the Call of Duty here. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, hands down, this is the best vanilla custard I've ever had. And that's just in my less than humble opinion. Now, like, going down into like the flavors here, the custard itself is a bit more of a curd, and that with that being said, it's got a tartness to it, and it's very thick. It's a curd that has been whipped with a sweet cream, and so that provides a sweet yet tart taste and texture, mind you. And that's something that always impresses me with Captain Josh, is that he's able to create a texture in these flavors rather than just the taste, and that's really impressive to me. The vanilla bean here does not disappoint. It's not just your basic vanilla; it's vanilla bean, and that is something that's just a staple in what makes a classic vanilla custard a classic vanilla custard. It's fire. It's bomb.com, and it's just like, it's legit. It's also got this crust. There's a crust in there, and I wouldn't describe it as a uh, sugar cookie like that. We'll get to that in a later review, but it's more like a graham cracker crust, and I wouldn't say cheesecake graham crust, but it's more like a sweet and salty graham cracker. Um, it's like the sweet cream has been whipped into like this thick curd, and um, the curd itself is it's very neutral. Like, this whole thing is rich and decadent while remaining calm and neutral, and it's provided the base for many of the greatest of Cat's creations in this custard line, and it's very impressive. I'm pretty sure everyone's had it, but if you haven't, like, you've been sleeping on it. And yeah, it's got the Clusterfuck seal of approval, that's for sure. And I don't know what else to say. Like, it's a simple profile, just vanilla custard, but it's not basic in any way, shape, or form. It's complex, and like, I'm just thoroughly impressed. And as I said, this was Captain Josh's first creation. He sent a sample of it to Landon Riddle, who pushed him to start this line. And like I said, Old Salt created the basis for many of the greatest custards in the Pirates Mutiny line. Well, in the words of Forrest Gump, that's all I got to say about that. Much love to you all, Clusterfuck Coalition. Stay fucking mad.